Hello and welcome to this month's HubSpot tip of the month for April 2023. This month we're focusing on the quote templating capabilities within HubSpot. So some of you may not be aware you can fully customize quotes these days. They're quite flexible. I'm going to show you how it works and a couple of tricks that you can do with it as well. So imagine we've got a contact in the system. If you watch one of our previous videos, I've got the ability to auto create a quote as well. I'll just move that over there, hit save. And if I just quickly refresh the record, we'll see that a deal has been created. I'll click through to the deal and there is the deal on the right hand side with the line items of the web hosting in it, the one I selected in the contacts. So that's a nice quick way to create a deal if you need to create volumes of deals that are relatively straightforward. So off the back of that, we've now got a deal with a quote, with a line item. We can now create a quote for that deal as well. So let's have a look. We'll click add to create a quote. And now the system you may have some of the normal style quotes in there as well. Okay, so we've got this quote sitting here now. You can see it's relatively basic, but what we are showing is that we can customize it for our branding. So we've got the Ucidity logo pushed off into the top left-hand corner up here. Now, if we view the quote itself, I'm just going to exit for a second, and we'll see what happens on the left-hand side here. I've got this option, is it a preliminary quote? So it might be just like a broad quote, just give people an idea of a costing, but it's not a full quote yet. So I'm just going to delete that and regenerate the quote. And now when we jump into the quote, you'll see you might need to zoom in a little bit, but essentially you can see there's some content there that says this is a preliminary quote. So what it does mean is that we've got the option of turning sections on or off, depending on settings within the deal, or maybe which pipeline it is, what stage it's at. So we've got flexibility in terms of what content we can show in the template, and also the visuals of the template as well. One of the issues that we always found with some of the templates that are built into HubSpot was they always had this big black square saying comments. So we've set this template up as well. So if there's no comments, it hides it. But if there are comments, it shows it as it comes back into the picture as well. So we've got those additional notes in here as well. Obviously that could do with a bit of a tidy up. The other thing we'll show you, I'm just going to exit out of this as well. Now this is obviously our demo system. But the other thing I'll show is the ability to modify those quotes templates as well. So we've got, if I go to our quote settings and then click on the template itself, I've now got the ability in here to modify different parts of the quotes. For as an example, I could change the logo out and have a different logo. By default, the logo in the system is our full logo, which has the name on it, which just looks a bit odd if we've got it pushed up to the corner here. Something else which I do like as well is this ability to change around the table, the pricing table here. So you can click on Light Items Table. We've got a set of different options here as well. So I could, instead of saying product, I could say service. And instead of QTY, I could put in units, something like that. And I can also add different columns in here as well. So I click add, and I could have, say, annual, and that might be the, maybe not that one, but something along the lines of maybe the image, you had an image in it as well. If you had image associated with your products, you could put the image in here as well. So if it was a bit more of an e-commerce-y type, or you say you're selling some software, you might have some images of this software as well, and you can add that to the quote just to give us a nice touch. So essentially what we can do here is really play with the template itself. We can, if I go back here, I can move the ordering around, so I might actually put the comments underneath the table. So there's quite a fair bit that we can do with that as well. So that's the tip of the month. If you do need some help with templates, now the first stages of the template, typically they have to be coded. Once they're coded, once your design of your quote has been coded into HubSpot language, we can then go ahead and modify the quotes as well. So as an example, we're working with a client where they actually wrap up multiple line items into an averaged line item. We've got clients who need to show specific information down here, or maybe move the subtotals across to here, and there's quite a fair bit of flexibility that we can build into these as well. And we can also add multiple items on the left-hand side here as well. So as an example, if there are sections that you need to switch on, switch off within a template, you can simply just hide them, and then they won't show on the template as well. So as I said, if you would love some help with your templates, we love building these. So and if you need help with design, that's something we specialize in as well. Otherwise, jump in, feel free to play around with the templates, and give us a shout if you need some help. Thank you very much for watching.